the sails, you filthy rats! Come aboard! Just piracy is the way! Savvy?
If you are wondering why I invite you to sail across the 7 seas, it's because in these times, if you pirate something, you are considered a criminal. But if a big company does it, it's called innovation. Yeah, so enough with that bullshit from all of these goddamn companies and their double standards. Oh yeah, sure, they can steal from us to train their AI, but we can't steal from them. Neither we can't even truly own something after we paid for it. Well, in that case, as I said before,
raise the sail, lads! Full speed ahead!
I don't think there has ever been a better time for piracy than right now, considering how ridiculously protective these fucking companies are with their own copyright, while they don't give a fuck about ours. But let's start from the beginning. What exactly is piracy? Well, I'm guessing that if you clicked on this video you already know, but if you don't, well, I guess you are too innocent, and I pity you. Anyway, digital piracy exploded in the early 20s, right alongside the internet. Yeah, the internet made everything more accessible. You didn't have to go to a store anymore to buy a DVD of a movie or a game. You could get everything from home. Same thing with music. You didn't have to go all the way to a record store anymore. Music was suddenly everywhere. Now, I have to search until my fucking eyeballs fall out just to find the goddamn movie I want to watch that isn't on any streaming platform. Back then, in the early 20s, companies fought piracy like it was some kind of holy crusade to defend intellectual property. And the people providing pirated software, movies and games were hunted down like witches in the Middle Ages. Years went by and the big companies adapted. They figured it out how to squeeze even more money out of us while slowly making us pay for products without actually owning them. Excuse me. What in my polite fuck? Let me give you some examples to make this a little bit clear. Adobe, the mighty and powerful Adobe. Yeah, you know, Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator, After Effects, Audition. You know them, I'm sure you do. If you remember, before 2013, Adobe used to sell its software as a one-time purchase. Now, subscription. But the problem isn't just the subscription. The problem is that after paying for a subscription, if we decide we want to cancel it, we have to pay a fucking penalty. A penalty because we want to stop paying them. Again, what in my polite fuck? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You don't even own the software. And what's even worse, you don't even own what you create with it. And your data, your projects, your work can be used without the slightest bit of shame to train their AI. How convenient is that? Yeah, I understand, you don't care about Adobe, but I'm guessing you like playing video games. Well, guess what? The games you bought with your money aren't actually yours either. Let me code this. Steam or the game publisher can remove access to the game if it gets delisted, rights expire, or your account is banned. I'm talking about the big ones, the big fish in the sea. EA, Ubisoft, and all the others. They've turned into fucking money printing machines. You buy the game, but wait, if you want to play online, you need some kind of bundle. Poor little rat, you wanna play online, but everyone else has better weapons than you. You are getting headshot from 5 miles away through a wall. Yeah? Don't worry, I have the solution. You just need to buy this little pass, and you'll have enough tokens to buy yourself a weapon that's slightly better than the fucking stick you are holding. Ah, the gun doesn't shoot. Silly me. I forgot to tell you. You need the bullets. You can't shoot a gun without the bullets. You want the bullets? Okay. Hear me out. We have several options. For only 50 bucks, you can get yourself some plastic, nice looking bullets. Yeah? 1 damage. If you want something more powerful, we have the regular bullets for only $19.99. Tax is not included. And at that point, you're just like, ha, screw them. I'll wait until GTA 6 comes out and I'll buy the physical copy so I can put it in my collection. Wait. There's no physical copy. You should try Monopoly soon, while it still exists in physical form. Oh my god, we are doomed. Are we? My ship is waiting for you, comrades. You are not a gamer, you don't use Adobe. Yeah, I guess you watch movies. I'm not even going to get into music, because that shit has always had problems. So let's talk about streaming services. And even there, the problems are about as big as the hole in my starboard side. Yeah, I should probably fix that. I'll deal with that later. Besides the fact that the prices have gone up exponentially, streaming used to give you enough options that you could basically get rid of cable TV. Now, if you want to watch a TV show, first you have to figure it out where the hell it's streaming, and then maybe it gets removed from that platform, so you have to watch it somewhere else. Get another subscription. Oh, you finished the show. That's okay, you can watch this one. You like it? Yeah, good. You need another subscription for that one too. And by the end of the year, you've got 6 or 7 different streaming subscriptions that you barely even use. Yeah, that's the good scenario. The worst first one is you buy a movie on Prime Video and they fucking remove it. I remember when Netflix first came out, it was amazing. You had tons of movies and TV shows. You could share your account with whoever you want to. From Congo all the way to Guatemala. I mean, I'm not trying to convince you of anything, even though I need a crew. I'm just trying to show you that you are being treated like idiots. And the problem is getting worse and worse. And worse. Companies are squeezing more and more money out of us, and they are not giving us basically nothing in return. But God forbid, if we dare to use something that belongs to them without their permission, why, 7 hells. But what about them? Yeah, they can do whatever they want with what's ours. They can take all the art made by us from all over the internet and shove into their AI, right? What's wrong with that? It's not like they need permission or anything, right? They have the permission, cause we don't matter. Nah, they aren't stealing, they are innovating. And honestly, I'm fucking disgusted by this hypocrisy. As of today, there are dozens of lawsuits in the US against AI companies over copyright infringements. But that doesn't matter, right? Just like Eric Smith supposedly told students that, I quote, "The ethical barriers can be crossed as long as your goal is to reach your business target." Something along the lines of, do it first, ask for permission later. And I find that mentality fucking disgusting. In this era of own nothing but rent everything, if we want to preserve any form of art or entertainment, piracy becomes the logical solution. Becomes necessary. And that's why I say in this video, piracy is the logical solution. And that's exactly where the irony comes in. Companies created the internet to make distribution faster and more efficient, but then they built so many restrictions around the content that the piracy became, in certain situations, more convenient than the legal alternative. Some people say, well, if you can't afford it, don't consume it. And honestly, that sounds like a reasonable argument, right? No, it's the dumbest argument I ever heard. Everyone has the right to access knowledge, to learn. And about that argument and the price, the problem isn't always the price. Sometimes the problem is availability. You might have the money, but if the movie isn't available in your country, or the product can be purchased anywhere anymore, what are we supposed to do? In many cases, people don't pirate something because they want it for free. They pirate it because there is no reasonable legal alternative. I'm not saying you should go pirate some indie movie or game made by 3 people in a garage. I'm talking about the big guys, the massive companies that have forgotten about us. And if they have the hypocrisy to forget about us, and on top of that, take from us what we made, why shouldn't we do the same? I'm just asking. Maybe piracy isn't the only solution in a perfect world. But guess what? We don't live in a perfect world. So if you still need something to help recalibrate your moral compass, I'll leave you with this famous quote. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. That's it for today. See you next time, comrades. Bye bye.